look into. Buckhead. People just brought the ghetto and all over Buckhead. Hi, my beautiful people. My name is Leontea. Welcome back to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning back in. If you are new, welcome to the family. Go ahead and hit subscribe and join the family. So obviously this video is going to be about working in bottle service. I know like a lot of people, oh Jesus Christ, one thing that's really popular right now is working in bottle service. So and I can tell you, and I can see why. Honestly, like, I don't even blame nobody, you know, but I am here to tell y'all what everybody else is not telling y'all. Okay, so let's sip this lemonade. Okay, just before anybody points out my lashes, I always get them thick like this because in a couple weeks they're gonna be perfect. Okay, so if I'm looking a little like I'm about to fly away, just go ahead and pop a squat. I'm coming back, okay? Coming back, okay? So yeah, I done went down. Let me put my little page. Let me get my little page up, y'all. All right, let's go ahead and get it started. So the number one thing that I feel like people don't tell people about working in bottle service is the alcoholism and the drug addiction that people be having. When I say drug addiction, I don't mean like straight heroin, meth. I'm not talking about that. I'm just listen to what I'm saying. I'm gonna get to it. But first, with the alcoholism, like whether it's going to be with you now, I'm not saying full-fledged alcoholic, but baby, like, you know how, if y'all ever heard of this, like strippers or dancers telling their stories, how sometimes they had to get, if y'all even watch Player Club, like people have to drink to get comfortable. Like, I know that's some people in everyday life. Sometimes I just needing a shot to go out in the world and deal with people. But, you know, sometimes that anxiety gets to you. But sometimes you might have to get to drink to deal with the things that goes on in nightclubs. Like, whether it's dealing with the customers, the managers, if it's dealing with coworkers. Like, baby, sometimes you need a drink or two. So people don't tell y'all how you will literally get used to drinking. Like, even with me, like I would get used to drinking. If I work 3-4 days out the week, I'm probably drinking 3 to 4 days out the week. And I don't honestly think that's a healthy thing. Honestly, when you're younger, I feel like you can drink like a fish, okay? But as you get older, you like, I don't want to have to drink to be mentally prepare myself for what I'm have to deal with at work. Like, you feel me? Just be very strong-willed. Turn down a couple drinks sometimes. Like, to me, it got to the point where I just stopped drinking at work, period. Like, sometimes I'll take a shot here and there if a customer want to take a shot with me, but like going on drinking, get my own shots throughout the shift, that's dead. Like, if I gotta pay for my own shots, I'm not getting a shot. So try to, like, if you are gonna be drinking, and if it's like your customers, they want you to take a shot with them, you know, take your little shot, whatever. Take your little fake shot if you can. But if you're taking it there at the section with them, they ain't playing. They're gonna make you take that shot. But, you know, let that be cool. Like, take that one little shot or one or two. Don't get too drunk. Like, it could really mess with your job. It could really affect your work. Like, you just want to be safe and alert and sober. So, you know, take a little shot to loosen up throughout the night. But don't just know that you're at work. You're there to work, not to party, okay? 2 is the cattiness. Oh my goodness, with the girls. This is like, ooh, nobody prepares you for the cattiness that you're going to have to deal with. I swear to God. So say if you like get a job at a club, right? Most of the time, if you know, okay, so listen, I'm gonna just say it like this. When you're for like standing, like long running clubs, if they've been open like 3-4 years and plus, those are the club jobs that are going to be a lot harder to get into because they already have their established staff. People really don't leave that much unless they get fired, and that's more of a like, it's a who you know thing more than what you know to get a job at these places. So going into it with that, knowing that, just know you're probably gonna have girls dealing with girls who've been there so long that they act like they pay the bills. Seriously, like they be calling veterans OGs, like whatever. They have like a seniority in the club. I was about to say the company, so I would do air quotes, but the club. So you know, it kind of like, it's kind of favoritism that's going to be shown, but nobody prepares you for, like, I feel like, me personally, I have never been mad because my job hired new girls, like, ever. Only time I've ever been mad when I know we didn't need them, but I wouldn't be mad at them, like the new girls. Like, I'm always open to help, even though I'm not coming off as with welcoming and open arms, like, oh my god, come on girl, let's be friends. Like, I'm always a standoffish person. Once you start talking to me, I'm cool, like, you know. But these girls will come in, like, you would be hired and you be the new hire, and a lot of these girls be feeling like you about to go in a fanny pack and take the money out and put it in yours. Like what is going on? Bitch. Like, they'll do underhanded things, like secretly sell things to your table. And if you're not noticing, some people, like, even if you have days where let's say, I don't know, I don't think all clubs do this, but you know, most clubs you have to get a section and go, oh, you know, to come. Sometimes some clubs will have them days where, like, you know, we having day parties, you could buy the section, but if you don't want to buy the section, or if you having brunch, you don't want to buy the section, you can come sit down, still order your food, hookah, drink, all that, buy a bottle if you want to. It's not mandatory. But if you're not being quick with it, you'll notice that some of the girls would be taking your tables if that table was assigned to you, and just things like that. And it's just like it ain't, like, it's came to the point where I cannot work at a caddy place. I don't care how much money I'm making. Like, my mental health is, I'm at that age, I can't, like, I don't want to come to work and have to not talk to anybody and just sit there and be bored and stare at the walls and have people looking me up and down and being real nasty. And if I need help, I don't even feel comfortable asking people for help, because some girls would just look at you like, bitch, what you talking to me for? Why is you here? That's how they been looking at you, like, girl, calm down. Like, they don't tell y'all about the cattiness that y'all gonna deal with. So I'm just letting y'all know the favoritism. Some girls may have to get more, make sure they're always getting weekends. Every weekend, sometimes you may get a day or two or no days whatsoever out the schedule. Like, all I gotta say is, you know, make your money, build your friendships with your clients, like your tables, people in your sections, so that you can book your tables. Because some places will do it, you can't work if you're not booking no tables. If you don't book no table for that week, you don't work. So instead of like focus on making friendship with the girls, focus on making relationships with the customers, because they gonna put the money in your pocket, okay? But just be aware of that. You probably, there have been fights before, like I don't even have to say much about that one, okay? The next one is inappropriate men and like perverts, and it's just like, okay, so you know, everybody knows how like bottle girls, waitresses outfits are, you know, they're a little bit more provocative. Some people be saying that the bottle girls outfits nowadays worse than the strippers. I ain't never seen a bottle girl outfit that was worse than a stripper. I done seen some provocative ones, okay? A little revealing, but never, it's completely different than a stripper. But for some reason, just because they feel like you have a leotard on, that men feel like they could just touch you and just literally stare at you, like, very inappropriate. Like, a guy could be looking at you while you looking at him, eyes going down, and he just staring, and now And he ain't, and like you looking at him, but he ain't gonna move his head, he gonna move his eyes. Y'all just, and I look at him and he looks at me like it, like they gonna be real aggressive. Like they don't care. It's gonna make you so uncomfortable. Like, oh my God, like you have to be you have to be extremely, I don't know, I wouldn't say confident. You do have to be confident, but you have to be like very strong-minded, because some of the men, it will make you want to just crawl under a cover and just, oh my gosh, disappear from the world. Like some of these guys are just that perverted, even if they just saying wild things to you, like as you walking past them, and you like, now why would you say that to me? Like,
oh, you're nasty. Gonna just taste nasty. You're a little nasty.
Like, come on now, why would you? Like, I don't know, it's just feel like a lot of men feel like since you're a bottle girl, you don't deserve respect. And y'all be hearing them stories when girls be like, if your girl work in the club, you don't want to mess with her. Like, don't mess with no girls who work in the club.
Shut the fuck up. Thank you.
But that's like a real thing. Dudes really be thinking that way. I mean, and then a lot of clubs, you know, they're good with that. Dudes touch on you, you go ahead and tell security, get them out of there. And there's some clubs that just don't care, okay? And you're spending money, so they'll go over there and be like, hey, she said this, but you know, just chill, calm down, and let them party on all night. So now the dude looking at you like, this bitch snitched on me, and I'm still here. Yeah. All depends on the club, but you know, just be prepared for that. Nobody tells you about that. Also, what they don't tell you guys about, clubs have slow seasons. Like, no matter where you're working, if you're selling car insurance, selling cars, like I feel like every business has a slow season, and clubs have a slow season as well. And I'm not gonna lie, post-pandemic took slow season to a whole nother level, okay? Like the pandemic boys came and flooded the clubs, spent money, paid everybody bills. And then after, well, I'm not, you know, when I say after the pandemic, I mean PPP, like, you know, after the little pandemic loans, that's what I mean. And now it's like they didn't spend all their money, so ain't nobody in the clubs right now. Like, they spend all their money in the club, so now they don't have money to spend. So right now it's like really slow in Atlanta, like really slow. And you know, nobody prepares you for that. So when you working weeks where you making $2,000-3,000 a week, 2,000-4,000 a week, you making your rent in one day, multiple days out the week, it's like you're spending that money so fast. It's like, because I know I can go back to work tomorrow and make it back. Like, so it really messes with your money management skills. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, if you have a really good money management skills before you go into it, then you should be good. I mean, I feel like everybody gonna have that slip up because you making so much money so fast. Like, it's a very lucrative job, I'm not even gonna lie. So it really can mess with your money management skills. Like, you go out somewhere, either you buying stuff, you go to another club, a restaurant, whatever, you come out, be a whole band, and you and your friends like, okay, you know, that's nothing, let's do it.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
And then you go back to work the next day and you make it back. Like, it's like when you make money fast, you tend more to spend it just as fast. So, you know, they don't tell you about the slow season. When you go to the slow season, it's like nobody's really booking sections, the clubs close. You know, they send the girls home because ain't being sold enough sections for all these girls to be here. We closing early on some nights. Slow season could be months. Like, I honestly feel like for Atlanta, slow season started like in August, and it just, I feel like the lounges are making money right now, because that's another thing. I'm gonna talk about that too. But then the actual clubs, because people not want to go out and pay for parking, pay door fees, pay an entry fee to get in the club. Then you have to pay for the section. And then sometimes with the section that you buy, it don't come with the bottles that you want. Then it's like, okay, and then you get there, you gotta pay for your food, you gotta pay for your hookahs. Like, if you got a lot of people and y'all drink all your bottles, you gotta buy another bottle. Like, it's like a lot of people not want to do that right now. And I understand, I can't be mad. I can't be mad at, you know, that's the game. So right now it's just really, really slow. They don't prepare you for days you're coming in and walking multiple days out the week when you're walking out making less than $100. So when you get in this, I know you're gonna be making money fast, but like, manage your money, okay? Save your money and your money will save you. Okay. Another one for the club is like the colorism that goes in the club. I'm not even like, obviously, it don't matter if you're white, black, watching this, but if you are black, obviously colorism doesn't affect lighter skinned black people. But for my girls who want to get jobs in the club and me very melanated and very brown and warm, it's gonna be a little harder to get a job in Atlanta, at least. I know they say this about Miami, you know, LA, not too much of Houston. I hear, like, I've seen like some TikTokers mention this, like some clubs are very colorist, but when I go, like a lot of clubs that I go to in Houston, the Address, Seaside, Camp, Prospect Park, like a lot of the lounges and clubs, they have a really lot of dark skinned staff, and the girls are beautiful. Like all of the girls, whether they light skin or they're dark skin, they all beautiful. But they have like a lot of dark skinned girls working in their clubs, and I love that. So I love that for Houston. I love that for Houston because some of these Atlanta clubs could freaking never, okay? But it's like when you go to a lot of clubs, just you know, go to some of these Atlanta clubs and just peep it. I mean actual clubs. I don't mean lounges. I don't mean bars. I mean go to these actual clubs and peep the staff. And some of these clubs, everybody be looking like sisters. Like everybody be looking like they came from the same mama and daddy. I swear, whole staff, okay? And then sometimes they might have like a white girl, an Asian girl they throw in there, and she the distant cousin. She's somebody's cousin. But nobody tells y'all about that. Like, it's gonna be a little harder for us to get jobs in the club. I hate that for us. Some of these Atlanta clubs, you know, if you're pretty and you got the look, then you got the job. Don't matter what skin tone you are. But I ain't gonna lie, it is a lot harder for somebody. Nobody tells y'all about that. It is a lot harder. So yeah. Another one is and just to like piggyback on that colorism thing. Just like even if you're in a club, like, and you know they got dark skin working in the club, say they got some celebrities coming and you know to the club, you know, of course it's gonna be like the section getting comped, like the celebrity don't have to pay because they got booked, you know, they're getting paid to be there. A lot of these club owners will assign the lighter toned people, staff, as the server, like the waitress for that. So like just be like aware of that. I don't want to kill nobody confidence. Because if you got it, you got it, baby. And I ain't gonna tell you ain't gonna get it just because you're my skin tone. But I'm just saying, just be aware, okay? No, sometimes it ain't you. It's new. Okay, so another one is how it is like a short-term job. Like, and then this took me to get into my age now to notice this. Like, and then it's like, well, I don't think, like, I knew it, but like I think I just got lost in it. So when you're it's really a long-term job. Like, I've been working in LA for like 5-6 years now. So like 6 years. I think this year will be 6 years. So, and I'm ready to get the fuck ASAP.
I'm ready to get the fuck ASAP after this shit.
Okay. But you making so much money, you like, yeah, like I was just going back again. Yeah, you making so much money. And it's like, I love the job. I never want to leave. I can have fun. I can drink on the job. I can smoke on the job. I can party. I'm having a good time. Like, I'm literally getting paid to party. And you're doing it, and you start doing this for so long, and you're spending so much money, you're buying nice cars, bags, clothes, shoes, whatever, and then next thing you know, you in 3 years, you 3 years in the club, and you really ain't got nothing to show for it. Like, you don't got no business. You was in school, you dropped out, or you never went to school. You just really ain't got nothing to show for it, but like designer things, and it's like, it's not a long-term job. So like when I say when you're working in Bible service, right, have another job, whether you have like a regular corporate 9 to 5. If you do have a regular, don't quit your job for your nightlife job. Like, do not quit it. I promise you, do not quit it. Especially for a good job where you can move on up in the company, you see yourself being there. Don't quit. If you're in school, don't drop off. Finish going to school. Like, get your degree, start working in something in your field, and move on. And move on, baby. Because there's girls that still working in the club 30 and up and still don't have no get out plan. Literally, no. And it's like working in the club is like if you're a model, like being a model. It's like a lot of people going to probably run to the 19-year-old, 20-year-old fresh-faced model and book her more than they want to do the 33-year-old model. Like, I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. I hate that for us, but it is what it is. And I feel like at a certain age, you shouldn't want to be working in the club anyway, unless you own that motherfucker. But yeah, like, you could let these years go by and you just like, damn, I done made so much money. I ain't really got shit to show for it. Like, I didn't really do nothing with the money. There's some people who manage their money well. They get enough money to start their business, and then they still run their business and still work in the club, and then they start building like enough clientele to get out of the club. Like, have a get out plan when you in the club, okay? Have a get out plan. Know what you gonna do, know what you want to do, and stick to it. Give yourself, hey, okay, I want to work in the club for a year. I want to work in the club for 2 years. Stick to it. When you see the 2 years starting to come up, make your get out plan, okay? Yeah, it's not like a long-term job. You don't have no benefit. You don't get no health insurance. You got to pay out of pocket for health insurance. And health insurance is not cheap. It's not cheap. But, it don't have no 401k, like no insurance. You don't get no life insurance. You don't get nothing. So you really got to like learn all these things as you're going. You got to, pay for your life insurance, your, medical insurance, your dental, your vision on your own, and you gotta know when to apply for. Like, it's just a lot. So just know, have a get out plan. Like, just have a get out plan. Give yourself a time frame for how long you're gonna be in the club, and get out when it's time to get out. Okay, you don't want to be old in the club and burnt out. I'm rolling on the burnt out. Another one is, here's a tip. It's not more of a like what they don't tell you about. It's a tip. When you work in a club, do not, and I repeat, do not mess with any hosts, promoters, or DJs, or security guards. Like, I don't know why girls do that. Like, come on now. But I never want to mess with nobody I work with anywhere. It don't matter where you work. When I worked at freaking State Farm, I don't want to mess with nobody I work with. I've never been that type. I don't care. When I work at Family Dollar, I'm not messing with my coworkers. I just feel like that's too messy. And, but yeah, don't mess. Leave the hosts, leave the promoters, leave the DJs alone. They so messy. They run their mouth. Like, and then you can mess with like one promoter, right? One promoter throughout the whole city. And that promoter know everybody. So now you can't mess with nobody else because he know everybody. So it's just like, You know how dudes, they just so catty. Oh my God, I don't want to mess with you because you mess with somebody I know. But then they want us to mess with them. When we know they used to talk to her, one of our homegirls, I tried to talk to her. But they still want us to mess with them. But, men get on my nerves sometimes. But, yeah. They so messy. Like, they some hoes. Like, leave them alone. Leave them where they at. You can flirt with them, joke with them, do all this. But don't mess hosts, dudes on mic, promoters, people who book, responsible for booking the sections, and the DJs. Don't leave them alone. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Don't mess with them. You'll mess with them when they get to talking, they just run their mouth. They know everybody, so they gonna tell everybody the stories I be hearing and just be like, these niggas is messy. Don't mess with them. Leave the host. Leave them alone. Leave them where they at. High and by their ass. When you want to go out, be cool with them, be friends with them. So when you want to go out, when they at other clubs, do that. Just don't go. Don't. Leave them where they at. Leave them where they at, sis. One of my last ones I'm gonna say is how mentally draining it is. It is so draining. Like working late nights, drinking, partying, and you're doing this for work. Like, and if you don't drink, then that's fine. Smoke a hookah, just working like my hearing is so messed up because when you work somewhere when the music is loud, you working 6 to 8 hours, and it's just music, loud music. My hearing's so messed up, y'all. People be like, huh. Yeah, I can't hear you. Like, you gonna have to tell me something a couple times. You can call my name. I'm not gonna hear you. Like, my hearing's so damn messed up. I feel like my vision, I used to have 20/20 vision. My vision even messed up. When you're working in the dark all the time, it's just like, oh, Jesus Christ. They don't tell you about these things. But it's so like mentally draining. Like the late nights, sometimes it gets to the point like, oh my gosh, I have to do this for money. It's like, even though you're not really doing nothing, it's just like, I gotta wear these cute little skimpy outfits and, get people drunk and, convince them to spend money and, ain't nothing wrong with that, honestly, because a lot of these corporations do the same thing, they gotta convince us to spend our coins. So we gotta do the same thing, other people, but it just gets very, very mentally draining. Like you get so desensitized to certain things. It's just like, when you out and you see a girl drunk, you're gonna be like, when you just out, you just want to be so eager to help her, like, oh my god. And I still want to do that. Like when I'm in the club, you see a girl super drunk, I want to be so eager to help her, like, oh my god. But then I that's how I am in the back of my head. But then it's like a little voice in my head when it's like, somebody get this sloppy ass girl out of here. Like, where's her friend, security? Now we gotta clean this up. Like, come on now, why don't you come to the club and get this drunk? And that's what people come to the club to have fun. They might just, go a little overboard, but that comes with the game. And I don't like that. I don't like that I be thinking like that. So yeah. Yeah, that's another thing. Like you come in the club, like working at a bar, lounge, whatever, and you be seeing like certain people, like even if it's girls, they might come in there, new nigga every week. These dudes, new bitch every day. Every day. You thought I was about to say week? No, every day. Like, it's just like, oh my god. Oh, like, you don't want to deal with men. Like, I'm just like so overdated. Like in my life, I ain't looking for love, baby. Love will have to come find you, girl. Cause right now I don't care for it. Yeah, like you just like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it's just so mentally draining. It's just like, it makes you like hate going out. Like you don't want to go out. Like I'm in the club all the time at work, multiple times the week, working. I don't want to go out. Like I might go out like once a month. Baby, I barely ever step foot in the club, actual club. I go to a little lounge or bar maybe like once a week. But once a month. But like I'm just like so over it. Like I just wanna move on with my life. But yeah, they don't just tell you how mentally draining it is. Like even if you get to the point where you're drinking, you're partying, nobody wants to do that every day. Multiple days out the week. For years and years. You start to feel like Squidward. You start to feel like Squidward, okay? We're doing the same thing. I'm making all this money, but yeah, it just becomes so mentally draining, y'all. I'm just not, you just be like so over it. Oh, so over it. But yeah, you know, it has its pros, making the money, you know, networking, you're getting to meet new people, you are having fun. Like you can drink. I know some clubs don't allow their people to drink. I hate that for y'all. I hate that for them, honestly, because I feel like you should allow your employees to drink if you work in a club. Cause you know you just got a lot to deal with. You know, you're just around liquor a lot. So but yeah, you get to meet new people. You can network. Like even if you meet celebrities, if that's what you into. If you into meeting influencers, I ain't into that. But if that's what you into, you can do that. Like the money is the number one pro, and then number two is meeting new people and networking. That's probably and three is like the freedom. I love the freedom. Like you don't get paid time off, but baby, you barely ever. It's very rare for you to get time off requests denied in the club. Okay, you can go wherever you want when you want to. There's enough girls to cover your shift, baby. I'm telling you, I like that. So my only three pros is the money, meeting new people, and the work-life balance. Like, I love it. Chef's kiss. But yeah, like all my girls who want to work in the club, my advice to y'all is start at the lounges. Like, I always feel like that's how I started. And I always feel like the lounges, like if you work at the lounges that offer bottle service, it's perfect. Like you get the club feeling without all the hustle and bustle, baby. And I feel like sometimes you can make more money, like consistently. Like I know with bottle service, like you make money off a couple tables, like 3 tables, and you making bank. You know, so it's quicker, like it's easier money. Like when you're working at a lounge, you're dealing with more people. So everybody not gonna want to buy a bottle, but you can run up a tab, especially if you're working at a place with auto gratuity. Have good customer service and be persuasive, you know? Yeah. So check out the lounges. Like the lounges, you know, they're a lot more lenient on the looks. Like you gotta still have your hair done, your makeup done, your nails done. You know, they have cute outfits. If you don't like the dang near halfway naked outfits, the lounges have cute little outfits. You know, they have their little jumpsuits or leotards, like just simple things that's still cute. You know, you can show a little something, but not everything. My camera about to die. Oh my god. Yeah, so I had to put my camera on the charger. But yeah, as I was saying, what did I leave off? Oh yeah, the lounges, y'all. Look at the lounges, okay? I feel like your money is more consistent in a lounge because people don't, like I was saying, people don't want to pay all that money just to come out and have a good time. So look into. Bucket. People just brought the ghetto and all over bucket, okay? But yeah, the money's more consistent. It's easier to get the job there. And then you get your experience, because a lot of clubs are not going to want to hire you if you don't have no experience whatsoever. Like at least start in the lounges, and then you can move on up to doing like strictly bottle service. But like my advice, go to the lounges, y'all. Go to the lounges. The money's more consistent. You're gonna have a consistent crowd more than you are in the club. Even if it's slow season, it's still gonna be more consistent than the actual club. Especially during post pandemic boys and came and effed up the clubs the way they did and the way they just disappeared, and they was spending so much. The clubs done raised the prices on bottles, and now it's like nobody want to buy them bottles. They ain't balling like that no more. They don't want to spend all that money, so they want to go to the lounges, you know, where they can get in free and get a table for free. And if they want to buy a bottle, they can. They have the option to do it. They're not forced to do it. Yeah. So yeah, those are like my things of what people don't tell you guys about working in the clubs. Like honestly, it's just like, my main thing is if you want to do it, do it. I'm never going to tear anybody away from doing what they want to do. The money is great, and the money is definitely worth it up to a certain point. So all I gotta say is have you a get out plan, have you a backup plan. Don't stop going to school. Don't quit your other job unless that job is like a dead end job. But then like have a plan, have a business plan. Like if you want to own your own business, be working on that, putting that club money towards, you know, your bills, have your little fun on the side, but like think long term. Like that's all I gotta say, you know, have your backup plan, baby. Yeah. If you have made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I have a lot in store for you guys this year. I feel like I'm going to crimp my hair right now and then record another video because I'm trying to get these videos out to y'all, okay? But yeah, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, and yeah, love you guys, bye.